Mike, if you wouldn't mind, just a quick update on Xander and swinging a little bit in the cage. Anything new, positive, otherwise?
New in the sense that positive and new. I saw him. I didn't go to the cage. I don't go in there, but he played a nice catch. Saw him do that. Saw him move around. I know he did some defensive work. I didn't see that. Reports were favorable. First of all, he was able to have a good day from yesterday to build on today. So that's a positive when you talk about positives. And then he was in the cage hitting and doing some bunting and tracking, and so he seems to be good spirits. And like I said, today we were able to progress from yesterday, so that's clear positive.
Still too far away to put a timeline on him?
It is.
Saw a transaction just before we came out here. David Morgan's going on the IL for JP Sears coming in. Can you tell us a little bit how David's doing and what the issue might be?
Yes, I can do both. He's felt coming out of Colorado some fatigue in his shoulder, so we gave him a couple days. We're not overly concerned. The strength and all the testing has been positive, but it is, the longest he's gone in his professional career, and clearly pitching at the highest level and pitching well. But we just looked at it. We went a couple of days to stay away from him, but after a while you can only stay away from guys so much. And so we said, okay, let's backdate it to 3 days, take the 15, let him get a reset, and then do the rehab, or, it's not really rehab as much, I don't believe, as much as rest and get him built back up to be able to compete, but we'll know more as we go.
Shorten your pen at all? I mean, Sears coming in to start, but would you be down an arm, or how would that slot look?
Well, we lost a bullpen arm, and we replaced it with a starter. So, yes.
Yeah. So how would that look to you moving forward?
Looks like it does almost every night. The bullpen's fluid. That's just how it works. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. But, yeah, we've got 8 guys that are in the bullpen, and, most everybody will be available. But, we'll just see how the game goes, and we'll manage it accordingly.
Yeah, I was going to say you have 8.
We do. We have 8.
Yeah, you had 9 because of the pickup of the extra roster spot.
That's correct.
Right, so you're fine.
We're fine relative to today,
yeah, right.
Playing the 8th game of 10 straight.
Right, plus you have the extra starter.
We have the starters independent, because we can have a starter almost every night.
Right.
How crucial has David been this season? I know a lot of attention's been played to the Horsemen and those guys, but for him to cover some of the innings that he has, how big has he been?
It's a great question and very important. He's done a great job for us. As we talk about, availability and making sure guys are teetering on that line between, making sure guys are using in the same spot, and then when spots consistently show up, making sure we're giving them the appropriate rest. And then when that happens, we've got to make sure we're have other guys need to pitch as well and pass the ball around. So, but ultimately specific to David, I thought he's thrown the ball very well. I love the way he competes. He's going to maintain his aggression. He's going to challenge the strike zone. He's got 98 to 99 with good sink, which can get guys on the ground. The curveball's been really good. Slider's been a weapon. He's pitched extremely well for us, and he's been a silent part to your question of our success of our not only our bullpen but ultimately the team.
Xander, I know there's no timetable yet, but when there is one, would a rehab be an option, or I guess it's kind of late in the season there, at bats in Arizona, or would he kind of stick with you guys? Do you know the answer to that yet? Xander?
Oh, Xander, yeah. I think Xander, actually I know, I don't believe this is necessarily a rehab situation. I think what we did with him last time, he felt really good about. Last time, as a refresher for everyone, last year when he was out for over 2 months, we kept him with us, accelerated his base running, defense, hitting, and then when he got to a point where he could take a lot of at bats, I thought it was great, and I think we'll replicate it where he's going to go get arms. I mean, especially this time of year, his legs are under him. Obviously, with a foot injury, there's a little bit of downtime from his legs, but there'll be a build-up with that's appropriate. But he's going to likely at some point either stay with us and get at bats and have him, room serviced in before games, or he's going to go to Arizona and get taken care of there. And we'll evaluate what that looks like here. And really, probably should know tomorrow or Sunday at the latest.
Like the division very much in play.
Yes.
The magic number's also down to 11. So how much do you, while you're focusing on what's in front of you, also keep tabs on when you have something that you really should be celebrating?
I just go every day. The numbers nothing happens until there's champagne in their eyes. So like every day, the division's what we set out for a goal, and that's still the goal. And we'll keep fighting and scratching and clawing every day to win baseball games and take care of what the Padres can take care of and play Padre baseball, and then let everything else take care of itself. And that's where we can put our time and energy that's most efficient.
Manny seems determined to go ahead and work his way through his struggles. Have you tried to talk him into a day off?
We're both professionals, and it's more conversational, so I'm not going to talk Manny into anything. I'm going to have adult conversation with a guy that's posted for us all year, and this team's gone through, like every team's gone through their trials and tribulations, and when you have guys that are there day in, day out through those trials and tribulations, those guys are really, really important. And Manny Machado is at the top of that list for this club. There's a lot of guys on that list, and to your point, I mean, he's come out early the last couple of days, so if he was tired, he'd be sleeping. He's coming out, and clearly his time of year. I think he's even said it in the past, and he's right. Second day of spring training, for anybody that ever played this game at the highest level, second day of spring training, you never feel 100% after that anyway. But my ultimate wrap-up point is he's coming out. He's come out the last couple of days to work on his stroke. He's coming out and getting ground balls. May not get them today, but he's a big part of how we compete. And he goes through the ebbs and flows of it, and we'll continue to have conversations about what his work looks like and what his availability on the field looks like. And those are not constant conversations, but they're consistent. And we land at a place that we think that he thinks is best for the Padres.
Bottom line, though, that decision's yours, though. So when do you feel like you may have to pull veto power and say, man, you got to sit?
I'll let you know when you see the lineup. He's not in it.
Fair enough.